Soccer team here, and the women's and gender studies supporting you ladies here. We're really making a conscious effort to support all the women on the university level. So I want to welcome everyone here, from the athletic department to students to women and gender studies. And if you're here and I didn't mention you, your department or area, welcome. I'd like to take this time to turn it over briefly to Risa Lovelace, the student athlete coordinator that you all know, who's done a wonderful job.
Thank you ladies for coming. This is the kickoff. You guys are the first team to experience this. As you see, all the 9 seniors are being celebrated for the senior game on this Saturday. So hope you guys go out and play a great game and bring us back a W. And now Coach Drake.
And one of the things that I will share with you in my past, which some of you might not know, is I took a job, my first head coaching or assistant full-time coaching job was at a little small football school in Louisiana called LSU. Oh. And the program was a result of a lawsuit, a Title IX equity lawsuit. And I took the job at $12,000 as a full-time paid coach.
Wow. And I guess it was in 1950.
And it was not in 1950. And long story short is they would have us train on a football practice field that on Monday mornings was beer bottle caps, chicken bone wings, and all kinds of unsafe environments. And so we'd have to spend the first 30 minutes of every practice scouring the field to make sure it was safe for us to train on. But yet they would have an operating budget that was ridiculous to meet the equity requirements, but an assistant coach at $12,000 in a practice field that wasn't as good as some of the fields that are the poorest in Fairfax County. So for me, coming from a big BCS, SEC football school, we were always in the coattails of football. We weren't allowed to train on when we did have our game field, the same time football was practicing. Jerry DiNardo would have no part of us training anywhere near because we were a distraction to the football players in my career that were schools that cared about soccer and cared about women and cared about sport and didn't have to just do it because they had to fulfill a gender equity requirement. Mason has truly been a blessing in that school. We have done absolutely everything for you guys. You're spoiled rotten. You don't even realize it in great ways. And this is just another example of how you guys go out of your way and step out and do things for us and for the women in sport, because we work just as hard as the men. We roll our sleeves up and we race our boots up one boot at a time, and we play just as hard as them, sometimes harder, stylistically anyway. But long story short, really, thank you for having us here. We have 9 great seniors that have given so much to our program.
I'm the Associate Director of Women and Gender Studies. Suzanne Scott is our Director. Christine Hernandez,
She's just here.
Went somewhere, coordinator. And several of our student staff who work here, Mabinti and Caroline and Miriam, and people who are not here, really wanted to make you feel welcome. And so Risa provided us with photos and the PowerPoint, but our students made the pictures, hung them up, and they love to make buttons. And so when it gets to announcing the seniors, in addition, I hope you'll grab a button. But we're really excited. You guys are the first team that we've gotten to do a sort of formal event for. And it really began out of a conversation that Risa and Nina and I had. Much like your coach, although I don't make my money in athletics, and frankly, as I was sharing with Nina, I haven't really found my sport yet. I did play high school sports, and I'm one of those people that benefited from Title IX. I was in elementary school when Title IX was passed, and I know that probably makes you think I'm a dinosaur, but what it means is I came of an age when women were, for the first time, allowed to actually practice or have teams, and we always had inferior facilities, and nobody thought what we did was any good. And I grew up to be a gender sociologist, and so it was natural for me to think about sports as another place in which gender inequality exists, and what can we do about it. I also have a daughter who's a freshman at the University of North Carolina who played soccer in high school. And so I know what you guys, and you're right, working hard in the mud, the sweaty, stinky smelling shin guards. She was a goalie, the gloves, the wet games, it's a mess. But I will share with you that when I told her what we were doing today, she just said back in a text, I wish that had happened for me. I mean, how cool is it that somebody wants to come out and say, we care. But the other side to that is you also benefit in a way that a lot of the male athletes don't, and that is because you may not go on to professional careers and make $1 million, you're going to get an education. And when you leave this place, you're going to leave with something that some male athletes don't pay attention to, and that's getting a degree. And so for all the hardships, I know that's probably what they hear you say all the time, but a former student of mine who played basketball, I used to teach at Wake Forest University, is now an assistant coach at the University of Florida. And she came to a conference on race and gender in athletics, and what she said was, here's the difference between recruiting male athletes and recruiting female athletes. When we recruit female athletes, we can promise them an education. And that really stuck with me. Like, this is something that really matters. And so part of this partnership is wanting you to also feel like you have a home on this part of the campus, so that now you know where it is. I heard some people say I had to search to find it. Now you know where it is. We have a library, we have a TV, we have all kinds of resources, and just a place to, is the couch comfortable? Just a place to sit and relax. And so we hope that this will start also to give you another home. So not only can we come out and support you, but hopefully you'll feel like you have a place where you feel comfortable as well. So we hope that you'll come back anytime. I can't promise chicken wings, but we do have a microwave and a few other things. So welcome and congratulations and good luck. And here's Christine, who we introduced a minute ago, but she's back. And you should introduce your players, and we'll...
Okay, so we have Jordan McDonald, senior.
Okay. Jordan, what do you want to say
I
about...
guess they're all seniors, so I'm not going to introduce everybody. Zania Barnum, I can't, Barnum, what is wrong with me? I got a little bit called captain. And next to her, Chrissy Parker. Raise your hand, smile, cheese. And next to her, all the way from Ireland, is Zoe Dougherty. And Mel, did you speak in? Because I couldn't see you before. Okay, must have been because I was over this way. And then down on the floor next to her is Melissa Maley. And as we continue going to the right, we have Alex Bodenschatz, local Virginia. And to the right or left of her, I guess, would be Kelly Thomas from Cincinnati. And right here, right in front of me, is Alyssa Anderson. Be sure to take a picture of her. She's one of the pictures today. And then back here on the floor, trying to get out the door quickly because she's ready for practice, is Nicole Peters. Excited. She wants to train today.
She wants to work extra hard.
They're excited about going out in the rain again.
Stink up those shin guards.
Every practice and game has been in the rain
And
this
it
year.
rains every Thursday. I don't know what
Every
it is.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Last 4 Wednesdays in a row.
Really?
Wow. Every Wednesday.
But like I said, a wonderful group of seniors. They've been a part of the good, the bad, the ugly, and I know they're prepared and ready to win this game and get back to the CAA championship next week.
And we would love that
hugely
too.
a part of our program's success in the last few years, no question.
Congratulations, you guys.
Woo!
Yay.